Love always wins. And we say good morning to our virtual family that is joining us. We welcome you to the Monterey Center for Spiritual Living. And we are continuing with our theme for the month of January. Actually, it is our overarching theme for 2022, Living Everyday Wonder. And today, our focus will be on wonder, wonder everywhere. Wonder, wonder everywhere. I have a question for you. Do you walk around daily with your mouth wide open in absolute awe at the infinite number of ways wonder are around? If no, it's not too late to start. Beauty is everywhere, and wonders never cease. And I'm sure we've heard this expression a number of times in our lives, that wonders never cease. In fact, I use it quite often, just as a reminder that we live in this place of awe. Ernest Holmes writes this in Ideas for Living, and this was part of what was shared in our affirmative reading, and I wanted to introduce it again. When a person stands in awe of grandeur, something deep within them responds. Something within them embraces the ocean. Something within them melts into the mountain, and they become one with them. And so this is one of the many ways that wonder works in our lives, and it is a reflection of the interconnectedness of all life. And here are a few science mind principles that are related to wonder. The life we live is the universal life expressing itself through us. It is the cause of everything. Spirit works for us by working through us. And from our CSL Global Vision, we read, we envision a world that has renewed its emphasis on beauty, nature, and love through the resurgence of creativity, art, and aesthetics. We know wonder is everywhere present, just waiting for us to awaken to it. We live in a wonderland that invites us to marvel at and experience its magnificence and its love. And so I share with you several points for consideration on this idea of wonder, wonder everywhere. And the first one is Orienting to Wonder. How often do we fail to notice the divine in absolutely everything? Find an everyday object and look at it. Really look at it with the eyes of wonder, awe, and amazement. Notice all of the aspects of this object. What is it made of? What uses does it have? How is it shaped? What color is it? How is it designed? Who might have created it? What was the inspiration behind it? Allow yourself to imagine its totality, its parts, its function, its origins. Isn't it amazing? Now look at something in nature and do the same thing. A tree, a flower, a rock, an animal, a river, the sun, the moon. Isn't it wondrous? There is awe-inspiring beauty in everything. All of it is God in full glorious expression. Wonder, wonder everywhere. And as I was preparing this talk, I had a reflection and a revelation about a shift that I'm making in my own life. As I was thinking about and focusing on the objects and what their use is and what their purpose is and what their beauty is, it brought to mind the way that up until now, or a few weeks ago, up until then, the snacks that I served myself had been on a paper towel. It was easy to toss. I don't have a dish to wash. Or a utility bowl, maybe it was something that I had prepared. I'll use a salad as an example. And I just left it in the mixing bowl rather than transferring it to another container. Or some other everyday container that was just, part of the, I'm going to say, the ho-hum of life. And so, orienting myself to wonder, I asked this question: do I not deserve to treat myself better? I've created museum pieces that are reserved for guests, and I'm probably not alone here. We have these museum articles of furniture, articles of clothing, utensils that we use, dishes that we use. I call them our museum pieces because we don't appreciate the beauty of using them every day. And so the shift that I have made is that I am choosing to now experience using these items because I deserve to experience the wonder of being the best guest that I am. And I invite you to consider doing the same thing in your life. Take baby steps. Take baby steps. Ernest Holmes writes this: even the common things of life assume a natural goodness, beauty, dignity when viewed as a whole. So again, the invitation is to really look at this idea of oneness and wholeness as natural goodness, as beauty and dignity. The second point is wonder is the wellspring of love. And this is a quote from Valerie Carr in her book, See No Stranger. When we orient ourselves to wonder, it becomes possible not only about ourselves, but to also wonder about our world. And we also begin to wonder about other people as well. We begin to sense that they are as vast and complex as we are. When we choose to wonder about people we don't know, we begin to expand the circle of those we see as part of us, that part of us that we don't know yet. And I'd like you to just focus on this statement, maybe put a bookmark there because it will show up in other places in the talk. When we choose to wonder about other people that we don't know, we begin to expand our circle of those that we see as part of us. And this is the key, that part of us that we don't yet know. And so one of the statements that we have in our statement of what belief, our guiding principles, is that we believe in the soul forever and ever expanding. And so this is how we are discovering those parts of us that we do not know yet. It draws us closer and increases empathy and compassion. Wonder is where love begins. A Sunday school teacher was discussing the 10 Commandments with her 5 and 6-year-olds. After explaining the commandment to honor thy father and thy mother, she asked, is there a commandment that teaches us how to treat our brothers and sisters? Without missing a beat, one little boy, the oldest of the family, answered, thou shalt not kill. We laugh, but this is where love begins. And our third point for consideration is wonder reveals oneness, our interconnectedness and our interdependence. Everything, absolutely everything, began as a divine idea in form, spirit manifesting itself in a recognizable way as an expression of consciousness. The creativity, the beauty, the perfection of oneness is evident in the ancient Sanskrit truth, I am that. It is evident in the African philosophy, I am because of you. It is evident in the Mayan precepts, you are my other me. It is in the failure to wonder that creates separation, distrust, and violence. It is the failure to wonder that affords abuse of life and others on our planet and the planet itself. Guru Nanak, the founder of the Sikh tradition, calls us to see no stranger. This is a high calling because it means loving people even though they don't love us, and wondering about them even when they refuse to wonder about us. Wonder, wonder everywhere. We see no stranger. And so the takeaway that I offer to us this morning is to recognize that we are co-creating the new normal. And this was kind of a buzzword last year towards the end of 2020 and in 2021, as we were in the throes of the pandemic. We are continuing to create a new normal. Things are not going back to the way that they were. Wonder reveals that we are surrounded by and immersed in awe-inspiring beauty, wholeness, and perfection. Awakening to the wonder within us is what allows us to create the new normal. The universe is abundant and resplendent. There are no limits to the magnificence of the wonder that is created. The more we orient ourselves to the wonders we encounter daily, and the more we appreciate them as parts of ourselves, those parts of ourselves we don't yet know, the greater our capacity to love and experience joy. Angela Morgan, in her poem today, writes these words: "Oh, to be alive in such an age when miracles are everywhere and every inch of common air throbs a tremendous prophecy of greater marvels yet to be." And this is what wonder is inviting us to be attuned to be aligned with, the greater marvels that are yet to be. If we aren't walking around with our mouths open, constantly gaping in awe, then perhaps we should start paying more attention. And I offer to you a personal application should you choose to use it. As you move through your day and come across the faces of people, whether in person or on a screen, silently say to yourself, sister, brother, sibling, and allow yourself to begin to wonder about them and to wonder about their lives. By doing so, trains our mind to see more and more people as part of ourselves. And then silently say, you are a part of me I do not know yet. We can also do this with animals, plants, and the earth as well. This practice orients us and opens us toward wonder and opens us to an experience of greater connections. And so our reflection question for this morning is, how might working with the statement, you are a part of me I don't know yet, alter or change any perspective of my daily life and the people I come into contact with? This is our reflection question for the week. Normally I offer 3 questions for reflection, but I really want us to spend some time in just being with this idea that you are a part of me that I don't know yet. And I've asked our tech team to place this in the chat for those who are a part of our Zoom family and in the comments section on our Facebook page. And our weekly affirmation is, I see awe-inspiring beauty everywhere I look. And I invite us to say this together. I see awe-inspiring beauty everywhere I look. Let us pray together. In the stillness of this moment, in the calm of this moment, in the awareness that the wonder that is all around is the very essence of life itself, the one life that is whole, perfect, and complete. This life is the life that I am living now. And it is the life of everyone that is a part of the spiritual community, whether you have joined us in person or whether you are joining us virtually. There's only one community with multiple locations. And so we know that the essence and the presence of spirit is non-local. And so everyone is a part of the one. We're all united in this area of oneness. And so as I speak my word for myself, I speak this word for our community, declaring that as I consciously bring my attention to this idea that You are a part of me that I don't know yet. It opens me to revealing more and more of my authentic self. And in fact, my word for the year is authenticity, to remember my authentic self, to be that place where God shows up in every situation, in every experience, without any pretense, without having to follow any sort of a form or routine or ritual. I am just appearing as the presence of God. And as I embrace this for myself, I embrace it for everyone. Remembering the authentic creation that each one is, remembering the I am, and recognizing that whatever follows an I am statement, the mind just says yes to it. And so our I am statements are to be positive affirmations of the wonder, the joy, the mystery, the sadness, all of the components of this life experience, knowing that everything is preparing us to reveal to ourselves and as ourselves that part which we do not yet know. I bless the members of our family, the members of our spiritual community who are experiencing life challenges, life opportunities, whatever it is that we call them. Sometimes we like to use fancy words to cover up, I am hurting, rather than just saying, I am in pain. Let us be authentic. Let us speak our own truth about what is up for us. And then that truth is acknowledged and is accepted without judgment, without complaint, without comparison, without criticism, where we know that God is absolutely all that there is. And this life journey creates many and various opportunities for us to express. I speak my word this morning for those who are seeking right livelihood, right employment, right work, right and perfect outcome for all of the experiences in life, right solution to legal situations that are occurring, divine right action in every single area of our lives, those which are too numerous to name. But wherever it is that anyone is experiencing something that appears to be less than, declare divine right action. And at the same time that you're experiencing the joys and the wonder and the vibrancy of life, declare divine right action. Because this is what is happening in and all around us, divine right action everywhere at all times. And I give thanks this morning for places of worship, places where individuals are coming together, whether they be indoors or outdoors, whatever the setting is, recognizing the truth is known everywhere and it is ever present in the activity and the vibrancy of all life. Giving thanks for this and so much more, I release this word now into the law, which always says yes, and I just allow it to be so. And so it is. And I invite us now to take advantage of our prayer practitioners to go to that, to call on us, to support you with whatever the life challenge may be, whatever the life joy may be. We're here to support you in prayer, to love you through the experience, whatever it is. And as an expression of gratitude, it is now our opportunity to participate in the loving flow of this service by giving of our tithes and our offerings. And as always, I appreciate you and I thank you for the loving way that you support this community that allows us to continue to bring exciting and engaging programs. And I have some ideas that I'll be working with the board this year in planning to, and I'll be asking for your input as to what you would like to see us bring forth in the way of service and and love for our community. And so let us now say our abundance statement together. I recognize the presence of God within as the source of my abundance. Out of my abundance consciousness flows everything I could desire. With gratitude and thanksgiving, I now participate in the flow of uninterrupted abundance. This prosperous experience is evidence of my abundance consciousness. And also on our screen will be the various ways that you can support our community with your financial offerings. You may make a donation to our secure website. You may mail in your donations to our center at 400 West Franklin Street in Monterey, and you may also text to give. To our Facebook family and other members of our virtual community, we say thank you for joining us this morning, and we invite you to return next week. We will continue sharing on the monthly theme, Living Everyday Wonder. And our topic for next week is Embrace the Now. Embrace the now as we enjoy everyday wonder. And so we say thank you and God bless you to our Facebook family.